Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited. Today's battery prompt is number 86. You're an ER physician in the middle of an emergency surgery when your patient starts beeping. That's right, the poor bastard's appendix is now covered by flashing lights, much like an armed explosive. Um, okay, patient's in the hospital gown, a little cap and everything like that. You're not even working on the appendix when the appendix starts flashing, like what the... And telling everyone, okay, bug out, get out of here, call the bomb squad, evacuate now. But out of some stubborn obligation, you feel the need to stay put. The patient clearly is the victim here, you're thinking to yourself, when one of the, I guess the anesthesiologist, yeah. The anesthesiologist looks up and goes, get out of here, doc. He's here for me. What are you talking about? The patient's eyes opens up. You're right, doc. Get out of here. And the beeping stops, the incision closes, patient sits up, eyes glowing. Actually, eyes turn metallic. Thought we wouldn't find you, huh, third rail? And your anesthesiologist is like, seriously, dude, get out. As his eyes start crackling like, electrical crackling. Now, you've heard the name third rail in newspaper. There's some sort of superhero vigilante running around, but in a costume, but with lightning powers, just like that. Occasionally you see some news footage. So your anesthesiologist was a superhero this whole time? Huh? So you run, and you hear sounds of commotions, and you see bright flashing lights. You're like, everyone, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Because you don't know bombs, but if that thing is indeed a bomb, and it goes off anywhere near, I don't know, tanks, say oxygen tanks, for example, there could be a really nasty explosion. That's what you're thinking as you're yelling for everyone to run like hell. And one of the security guards runs past. He's like, no, don't go in there. He opens up the door, and a fist goes through his chest, and the patient flicks him off like a bug, gives you the nod, turns around, gets like blasted through a wall with like this massive bolt of electricity. Third rail just like running through, arms just covered in like lightning. It's like, yeah! And it's getting epic, and it's getting messy, and you're just at this point you're just running for your life. It's like, screw this, I have a family. And you run for the nearest exit, and you see the patient get blown through a roof into the air, and third rail is just like flying after it. At least he's doing the right thing, trying to get it away from the scene. But the last thing you see as third rail closes in for like a coup de grace punch is boom. And it's literally like the last thing you see for days. You wake up in a different hospital, because apparently when that little thing went off in the appendix, the suicide bomb killed third rail, flattened a huge chunk of the hospital, and knocked you out for like a couple of days. But yeah, they're like, okay, who was that? I mean, third rail, who was it? And you're just like, you're the only person who apparently knows, who was there, who knew his secret identity. And you're like, I don't know. I have no idea who that was, but I'm grateful whoever he was or she was stepped up, because this could have been a whole lot worse. And you're just thinking of the poor bastard's family and the poor bastard's friends, because third rail was part of a team, and you quietly hope they get payback. That's one way to write it. Another way to write it might be that the surgeon is the intended target and disarms the bomb. Maybe wasn't always a surgeon, may have been a bomb disposal technician who had a flair for being a medic as well and just went to medical school. Maybe. Could be that this is in the future, like not just a regular ER station, but on a space station, and doctors, bomb disposal is part of the training. They actually had to be well versed in a lot of things. But this patient and this bomb was part of a foil plot, and it just happens to end up in your ER. Like a bomber is on his way to a target, and he had something happen to him, and he ends up in the ER with a ticking bomb meant for another target, or something goofy like that. How would you write it? That's the question. Well, food for thought. I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and this is Tales Unlimited. please check out talesunlimited.net for the podcast and the book links. If you like how I think, maybe you like how I write. The podcasts go every day. They're the Batchery Daily Prompt and a Disturbing Thought of the Day. Also, there are book links on the website, which will take you to Amazon. What are these books about? 4 current series. Batchery is, about 200 writing prompts and a little wisdom on advice, on writing. The logic being, if you take the system that is in the Batchery set and you just start writing and writing and writing, the first novel is so much easier to write than if you just try to write it cold like some people. And instead of wasting years and years and not having anything to show for it, the Batchery system will let you write books, start your business, sell them, build your fan base while you're working on your first book. How's that for different? But on top of that, 200 unusual writing prompts per Batchery book is a useful tool for any type of storyteller, whether you're an evil GM, game designer, screenwriter, comic book writer, short story writer, or grizzled novelist who's written a ton of books. Take one idea, the right idea, spin it. Who knows what you end up with? 2 other series, short story anthologies, both of them. They have a New School Twilight Zone, and each book in either series is 25 stories to a book. What are they about? One book is called Unheroic. It's about unlikely heroes saving the day, like a grumpy old man's chilling on his porch. A briefcase teleports in from the future. He basically explains that the briefcase is in the wrong place, wrong time, then persuades it to not blow up his neighborhood and offers to take it back. That's an unlikely hero. That's actually one of the lighter stories in Unheroic. And then there's the Book of Schemes. Diabolical, twisted, ruthless, all over the place. Like, what if there are teams within covert agencies or within federal agencies? In this case, the FBI. They have special cells of agents who hunt werewolves, and one of their cells got taken out. So these werewolves, they shrugged off Silver. They apparently have superpowers. So the FBI asked the Secret Service to send their very worst. See, when agents go down, they go to the Secret Service because the Secret Service have the heavy hitters because they have to protect the president. So they send 2 agents to take out as many werewolves as are involved in this conspiracy. And the nice one's the necromancer. Yeah. And the 4th series under Tales Unlimited's banner is called I, Villain. What is I, Villain about? It's about this guy named Benjamin Clyde, gentleman fixer, dude in a suit. What makes him dangerous is that he has the best mercs in the world, over 400 of them, and he has killed people, saved people, made people senators, arranged for currency fluctuations, stock crashes, toppled governments, you name it. He's worked for demons, terror cells, law enforcement agencies, the Vatican, Vienna Boys Choir, anybody who can pay him, right? Until one night, he's forced to give up his multi-billion-dollar empire and fight crime. The logic is, okay, you got to make amends, so we're going to take your money, make you fire all your people, and make you personally fight crime in Pillar City, which is like the superhuman crime capital of the world. You're too important to outright kill, but we figure this way, we neuter you as a criminal, and worse, the streets will take you off our hands. No one's ever survived more than 6 weeks. Well, guess what? He beats the trend. He breaks the mold because of his past, his Black Ops super spy past. So, it's fun to read. Check it out. All right. I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. I'll see you tomorrow.